toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick the field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They get him down to this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to run it. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give out of the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's McFadden. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Overton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Williams. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rush.
Oh, they blocked it. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Overton. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything.
Turns on the Jets. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Overton. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
That's caught. It's Hayes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hayes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. And some room to work. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been throwing the football all game long.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Overton. Got his man down the middle. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is...
Touchdown, Gamecock. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finding open areas. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go right back to it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, and work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge, huge 4th down play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's McFadden.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Yeah, they got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that 4th down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for his team.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame. They're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Got a man, it's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a tight end down the gut. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Overton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Cotton. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unleashes one. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Got his man on the outside. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. in, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Durham. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking for the goal line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! On the move, it's Durham. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got a little space. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
That's caught. It's Green. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here.
Looking for the end zone. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they make the play. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And no chance at a return here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get...
Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Tigers will try to move the chains on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the run. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Berry. Crosses the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with... set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third. Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the deep
makes the grab down the left side. Ball by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. This one's complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Using his legs, it's Berry. Back's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting... See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.